Nacua, who he is fabulous to watch.
And let's add another one to his book of catches. It seems like every week, and here he is with his first chance, he catches this on top of his helmet. Ward is in there in coverage. Let me just use your helmet as I get slammed to the ground on my back. No problem. Watch him secure that. This is the strength that this guy has. The right hand gets that left hand and just holds on for dear life and makes that catch.
I think Rodney Harrison was having nightmares. 2nd and 3. No room in the middle. That's Blake Corum. He's their number 2 back, rookie out of Michigan, picked in the 3rd round. He spells Kyron Williams here. It's 3rd down and 4.
Fonga, who came back last week against Chicago, he's had to deal with some injuries himself over the last couple of years. He had the ACL last year, dealt with a wrist injury, had an ankle injury, got down as well, which brings so much life. So you bring him and Greenlaw back to this defense, it's a very different look.
Four-man rush, clean pocket, and lucky it wasn't picked. It was Stafford. You got Fonga right there, right in his chest. Can't hold on. 4th down.
Yeah, we're just talking about him on that last play. He's known for his ability to come up and run support. And this time, he again, just like we saw the last possession, they're doing a very good job of anticipating these shorter routes and jumping them. He's right there. Ball hits him right off the chest. That's the 2nd time the 49ers have had a ball in their hands. He's got the club there on that right hand. Tough to bring that one in.
Too easy. Here's Evans' punt. Another good one. Fielded at the 10. And brought back to the 19 by Jacob Cowing. Punt of 50 yards. Return 5:8:21 to go in the opening quarter. 3-0 San Francisco.
Matthew Stafford looking over some things, and eventually he'll settle in. This Rams offense, you would think, will get going. The 49ers, while their defense is playing well and getting Stafford off the field, they've got to see if they can capitalize on these chances. Defense is playing great.
Samuel lining up in the backfield. Hybrid player, wide receiver, running back. Here he goes nowhere. Bunched up by the Rams at the line of scrimmage. Roseboom right there, leading tackle for the team. 2nd down.
Like I said, coming into tonight, 129 carries since entering the league in 2019 as a running back. I'm not including the jet sweeps. I'm talking about lining others. Christian McCaffrey, of course, is out. And so you get a lot of injuries. You turn to a guy who is a physical, tough, good feel for receiver in that backfield.
2nd and 9. Caught. Samuel taking that. Another guy, we don't talk about is Brandon Ayuk.
Yep.
Great receiver who was not happy with his contract. Didn't know if he'd be traded or not. Actually started the first 7 games. Got hurt. He's done for the season.
Yeah, if you go back out at the beginning of camp when he was holding out, there was frustration. He was even off to a slow start even when he was available because of missing so much time in the summer. So then he comes back and then he gets the injury. You take out Trent Williams, one of the best to ever play at left tackle, McCaffrey. So it's really piled up on the Niners.
3rd and 4. That pass is incomplete. The coverage is there. Kittle looks for a flag. There is none. Cam Curl defending on the play, and it's 4th down.
But what a matchup here. What a tough ask of Cam Curl, who came over from Washington this year, bringing some stability on the back end.
So in a game that's only 8 minutes old between two pretty high-scoring teams, this is already the 4th punt of the night. O'Donnell's first punt was 40 yards. Replacing Mitch Wisnowski, who was injured in week 11. Short kick, going to let it bounce. Takes a good San Francisco bounce, turning into a great. Sean McVay got the job at the age of 30. Had been on the Washington staff. Kyle Shanahan had been the Atlanta offensive coordinator. Both getting their jobs in 2017. Longtime buddies, longtime colleagues before that. Kyren Williams is the running back. Play action. Good protection. And then finally has to check it down. Williams makes that grab, but he is smothered by Greenlaw. And talking with Shanahan yesterday, he was talking about Greenlaw. He says he's really the guy for this defense.
Yeah, that was impressive to hear him say that. I mean, again, I think Fred Warner, clearly one of the top linebackers in the league, but he would tell you that within this scheme, having Greenlaw out there, the energy that he brings, the toughness that he brings, I think it helps Fred Warner out. So I think nobody's happier to see number 57 out there than Fred Warner there in the middle.
Nakua going one way and the other. Williams gets tripped up by Greenlaw again by the shoelaces that time. Third down.
It's been interesting these first few throws, especially on third down. The safeties from the 49ers, they're in the mind of Matthew Stafford. And it could be interesting to see the adjustments made by Sean McVay, because remember, Brandon Staley, who was on the other side, who helped out, right now is helping out as an assistant head coach and helping on the defensive side. He coached with McVay and the Rams back in 2020 as a defensive coordinator. You just wonder how much he's helped him with this scheme, because those safeties are dialed in right now in this prep.
Good point. Third down. 3 to go. Stafford hanging in the pocket, throwing too high. Incomplete. So the Rams, with Ward covering on that last play, still without a first down almost 10 minutes into the quarter.
They're doing a great job of disrupting the timing with Stafford and these receivers. And it's been very, very evident. They're mixing up coverages, mixing up looks. That's big, tight coverage there with Ward going up against Cooper Kupp. Really tight coverage. At the beginning of that route, Stafford looked left, had to come all the way back, and by then it was too late getting that ball to Cooper Kupp.
Evans already his third punt of the game. This one is secured at the 18-yard line and brought back to the 22 by Jacob Cowles. They've been missing most of the season, or at least parts of the season. From the 22-yard line, Purdy, good protection, goes to the outside, hauled in. Jennings really coming on. 12-yard gain. Let's go to Kaylee.
Guys, with all these injuries to the 49ers, George Kittle told me that means they've lost some experienced players who understand the sense of urgency required when your back's against the wall like theirs is now. Not everyone on this team has felt that desperation before, and Kittle didn't feel like it really clicked for the young guys until last Sunday. That's when he finally saw them scratching, clawing, fighting every single snap.
Grit, as he said. We're missing the grit. Pass over the middle. Correndo makes the catch. And again, tonight they get some guys back, but Trent Williams is still out, missing his fourth straight game, the left tackle.
I liked he said we have grit individually, but we need to see it as a team. And there's Trent Williams, who's a big part of the grit of that offensive line, and they really miss him up front, not only because of his talent, just because of his presence and what his presence means to that offensive line and kind of the personality of the offensive line.
Jalen Moore will play that role until Williams comes back. Corendo is able to fight his way and angle his way out past the 45 for a first down for San Francisco. Young makes the stop.
And that's where you find out how that foot is doing when you have to run through some tackles. He ran right through Kobe Turner. He gets to that second, let's see, 91 chasing him. He eventually bounces right off of him, and that extra effort and that spin gets us down. So far, that foot holding up very nicely for him.
4 carries for him, 11 yards. 3.5 left in the quarter. San Francisco leading 3-0. Kittle is the motion man, and again they give it to Corendo. Talking about the guys they're missing, of course, McCaffrey's number 1. Jordan Mason has done a nice job. Elijah Mitchell would have been number 3.
Yep.
You're going all the way down the list here to Corendo.
Yeah, and if Corendo's foot doesn't hold up, you know, you're talking about Patrick Taylor out of Memphis would be number 5, and of course Deebo Samuel would be able to help out as well. I mean, it's been that kind of year.
There's Taylor. So a little bit of action last week. Not much before that. 2nd down and 6. Ball right on the 50. Play fake. Knocked down. Good play there by Witherspoon. coming in there because Kobe Durant is hurt. He breaks up that play, and it's 3rd and 6.
And second time they've tried him on that quick slant. Both times he's done a really good job of positioning himself to be able to knock the ball away. Remember, he is a veteran. Really has a feel. You can see that Jennings tried to sell him like he was going downfield and going to go by him on a go route and then put the brakes on, but not fooled at all. Really good job of defending that.
Yeah, former 49er, 7th year in the league. Is Witherspoon, 3rd down and 6 now. Juszczyk is in the backfield. Purdy under pressure, look out. They get him to the 46-yard line. Kobe Turner, number 91. He of the recent Masked Singer fame gets the sack.
Well, they show pressure, and then they end up only bringing 4. You see him walked up, and then Young drops, but there is a nice stunt there. I think it caused enough confusion there that eventually Purdy, just nobody downfield, and they collapse that pocket right on him.
O'Donnell, his 3rd punt, 6th punt of the quarter. Bearcats goal for it. Made at the 16-yard line.
Đập gậy đâu hả? Đập một gậy gì hả?
Đập gậy gì chả?
Cái cọ chi gậy trong cái video được không đó? Không hiểu tiếng Việt cặc. Đu bàn, đập nói bây giờ tới đấy đu bàn. Chối anh vào tiếng